Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I want to share with you my top 5 tools that makes flatbed embroidering a breeze. So these are the 5 things that I have found that have really set me up for success, and I wanted to share those with you. I won't be listing these things in any order of importance because what is important is going to be different for each of us. But these are the top 5 things. So when I just started embroidering, the thing that made me want to run away from it is hooping. So I was so happy when I found the Honey Sew magnetic hoop. So let me just get it off the rack right here and show it to you. So this is the magnetic hoop, and you just go ahead and you snap it apart. It is so easy to use. It makes hooping really easy. I have not had any issues with my fabric not being hooped properly. So you just go ahead. It's very easy to use. This particular one is for my PE 950D, my brother machine. And when it comes to my pulling machine, I have these magnetic hoops, and it comes with 8 magnets. I have the 8x8 hoop, and I have the 8.5x11 hoop. And so because of that, I have 16 magnets, so it allows me to have enough magnets to go right around. So you'll see me using it in the clip right here. But these hoops make working with embroidery so much easier. People who are having issues with hooping, this might be your solution. So number 2, when you're embroidering on a flatbed machine, you're going to require something to restrain that fabric. So what's the best thing? I've seen people use clothespins. People have used so many different things. So when I started out using these pins. I got these from Amazon. They're nice and little, and so I thought these would have been really nice to work with. It didn't work that well for me when I had a lot of material that I needed to get out of the way. So then I moved on to these larger ones. All right, so this was able to pull more fabric out of the way, but I kept having to move it out of the way so that the machine would not bump into it. So, and it wasn't that great at holding the fabric. So the next thing that I moved on to is the one that I want to share with you. And this idea came from the crafty Puerto Rican. So you may have seen these before. So these are your thread spool holders. And for me, they work really well. You just open them up and it will grab the fabric and move it out of the way. So these little thread spool holders, these are really great. You can open them out as large as this, and so however much fabric that you have to bundle up to put out of the way, this is able to just grab it all and move it out of the way. So this is my number 2 product that you should have when you need to embroider on a flatbed. Number 3, in order to set up yourself for a good experience embroidering on a flatbed machine, or if you're using a multi-needle machine, is to have a well digitized image. Now, I don't know about you, but digitizing is not really working for me, maybe for simple things, but when you have a really great image and it is very detailed, digitizing is not for me. And so when I have that type of image, I turn to Zdigitizing. So this is the image I presented to Zdigitizing, and this is what they brought back in 4 hours. So why would I sit down and try to do it myself? So if you really want to set up yourself for a good experience, you need a great digitizer. And for that, I recommend Zdigitizing. So Zdigitizing, I sent them this particular image, and I said to them, okay, I don't want to have too much details because I don't want to have a lot of color changes because I'm using a single needle machine. They said, okay, we will work with you on that, and they created this image. As you can see, the image has a lot of details in it, which is fantastic. Now, although the image has a lot of details in it, I think they did a fantastic job. I think they got the assignment perfectly. The way it is digitized, I was able to go in and pick and choose what parts of this image I wanted in my project. So I didn't go in and try to delete pieces and then realize that I was also going to be deleting something else, because everything was so interconnected. They digitized it in such a way that if I didn't want the palm tree, I could remove the palm tree. If I didn't want those rocks over there, I could remove those rocks. So they gave me an opportunity to look at the entire image and pick and choose what features I wanted to be in the project that I'm working with. And that was great also because it means I can mix and match and use the same image for different designs. All right. So when you have a great digitizer, you don't have to worry about anything. So in this video, I'm also going to be embroidering that design for you while we talk. Okay, so let's talk about number 4. Now, remember, everything that I'm listing here, these are not needs, but they are things that if you have them, they could make your life a lot easier. So number 4 is a hooping station. Okay, so we've seen all the fancy hooping stations for the multi-needle machines. However, you do have some older hooping stations out there, and a hooping station for that same company. They have a home version of the hooping station. This one I did find on eBay. It's there. I paid $75 for this one. I see it ranges between $75 and $100 on eBay. This is an older system, but it works. Here's a clip of me using it as well. So what happens with this is that you can go ahead and position these frames wherever you would like your hoop to sit, and then your hoop will sit steady. So you can add another bracket at the top, and it will allow your hoop to sit in the same place without moving, and so that allows you to hoop your shirts exactly the same every single time. So if you can get your hands on one of these, this is the embroiderer's friend. This is very, very helpful for ensuring that you hoop the same way. So number 5. Number 5 is also a great one. So number 5 is this thread spool holder that I got on Amazon. It was very, very easy to set up. When you are going to do an embroidery project that has multiple colors in it, it's very easy to just go ahead, lay out all your colors, thread them through the top right here, so that when it's time to change out your colors, you just go ahead and grab your thread, set up your thread on the machine, and go ahead and embroider. When you're done, you can take your thread and you can go ahead and store your thread in this little holder right here, so that if you need to go back to that color, you can just pull it out and go ahead and rethread your machine. So these are the 5 tools that I think are going to be very, very helpful for you, especially as a beginner and you're using a flatbed machine. This station here, number 5, this station helps a lot. It helps to save time because you have all your threads already on the spool and threaded on the rack here. You just need to pull them through the machine when it's time to change your colors. So okay guys, so here is the finished stitch out. So the image I sent them had palm trees and a whole lot of things around here, as you remember, but I didn't want the design to have so many things because I am using a single needle machine right now, but I will move on to a multi-needle machine and then I'll be able to stitch out everything. But for the purpose of this particular t-shirt, I decided to remove a lot of that, and I went with the guy with the oar, the raft, the river. You can see his reflection in the water, and so you can see his reflection and the reflection of the boat. So the colors aren't coming through quite well right here, but you have his hair. There was a lot of details, and I love the fact that there were so much details, because once I move this to my multi-needle machine, I'm going to capture all of these details. But for now, I'm absolutely loving the details in this. So I am going to embroider a parish above here and something about river rafting in that parish right here. But I just wanted to show you the details of the digitized file that they created, and the fact that the way they created it, I was able to remove parts of it and still maintain the integrity of the design I was going with. So thanks so much, Zdigitizing, for reaching out to me with this opportunity. I absolutely love the file and I'll continue to use you. I love it. So thank you so much. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.